Welcome everyone to another edition of Up for Discussion, season 2019 well and truly underway. Steve Chalmers, Craig Freeman. This is probably one of, if not the most favourite episodes or things we've ever done, especially in season 2019, because the 2019 Big V jersey bracket has gone gangbusters.
The best idea the communication team has ever had, so shout out to them. Well done to everyone involved in that decision.
Everyone behind the scenes, behind the camera, well done to all of you, because I tell you what, social polls have been running wild, and we're obviously up for discussion. We've been doing social polls throughout the year, but this one in particular, we had, I think it was 17 different polls for round one, because 15 teams or 15 associations got buys because we couldn't fit them all into a bracket to make it even. And this has just gone absolutely bonkers. There has been voting left, right and centre for your favourite Big V jersey this year.
How many votes total, Steve?
Couldn't tell you, but I can tell you each and every team total votes, because that's what we're going to go through. We're going to go every matchup, and then right at the end we're going to give you the updated bracket, because we will be down.
Well, my challenge to you, when we finish the bracket, I want total amounts of votes.
Add them all up. So at the end of this episode, we will have the updated round of 32 brackets, and in the next week and a half, we're going to send it back out to you, and you're going to do it all again.
Get us a nice Sweet 16.
Sweet 16. I love it. Let's go and have a look at the Big V jersey bracket. If you haven't seen it, there it is. That is round one's fixtures up on screen now. We're going to go through the results. Coburg first up, top left-hand corner. Coburg knocked over Keysborough 1,084 to 780. I'll tell you what, Craig, it was Instagram that gave the Coburg Giants the win.
A lot of the younger generation getting around the nice teal there at Coburg. It was a pretty close one, actually, and so was this next one we're about to talk about.
Well, this was nearly clash of the Titans in round one. Pakenham and Ringwood. Pakenham defeats Ringwood. It was close, but some of the numbers.
Yeah, over 1,200 votes for Pakenham. Ringwood draw again 934 votes, which was good enough to win pretty much every other challenge that we put out, but Pakenham get over the top by 300.
Clash of the Titans there, because Ringwood always have some great support. Pakenham, I could see every single Warrior tagging on Facebook, sharing. It was great to see. Western Port knocked over Latrobe, and I'm telling you now,
The New Jerseys.
We put the bracket out early on last week, and there was a lot of love for the Western Port Steelers New Jerseys.
Not as much love for Latrobe's Orange.
No, it was pretty much a whitewash, that matchup. Bendigo took on Shepparton, and this one was the interesting one because I think it was the only matchup that had different results on different social platforms.
Yep. We saw Facebook where Shepparton was out to an early lead, and Instagram ended up dragging Bendigo over the line.
So there you go, Bendigo through Shepparton. Unlucky, they got this nice gator on their jersey, so very unlucky there. Casey, well, this was the biggest result of the week. Casey knocked over Maccabi by an absolute cricket score, probably a few reasons. Casey, massive, they love it.
Big association.
Absolutely loved it. I saw them post their home jersey. I saw them post their pink jersey. I haven't seen their away jersey get posted yet, so maybe they were saving that for next round. But absolutely destroyed Maccabi for a number of reasons there. Collingwood and Craigieburn, look, this was probably the toughest matchup for me in round one. Well, I just don't think either of the jerseys are going to make it past round two, put it that way. That's why I thought it was tough. Someone had to win.
And I think it was win by default, because I'm sorry, Craigieburn, but those colours.
Look, brown doesn't help, and certainly green, and we'll touch on green a little bit later on, but green probably doesn't help either. Warrandyte knocked over Whittlesea. That was comprehensive. The spread of votes for the Venom were quite even over the platforms, about 500 on Facebook, 500 on Instagram, so well done to those guys. But Blackburn and Mornington, a couple of things surprised me here. Mornington got nearly 600 votes. I was surprised. I'm not a massive fan of Mornington's jersey. It's clean, but it's not a massive fan. Blackburn, orange.
But orange mixed with black, it's a nicer blend than I think Latrobe. Also a little sharper of an orange than Latrobe's, and I think it fits well with the black.
Okay, a lot of neutrals, I think, were big fans of the Blackburn Vikings. Very clean looking jersey. So there you go. Blackburn
this was a tight one.
Ballarat and Werribee. This was the closest of round one, and Ballarat just squeezed through.
Yeah, 695 votes to 615. Also, Ballarat, send us a picture of your new threads.
Well, we had a couple of comments over on Facebook saying that was last year's jersey, and we put it out there and said, well, send us in your 2019 threads. We'll make sure you feature it in round two if you send it in, and we'd love to see the Miners and the Rush over in round 2. Geelong knocked over Northeast, and I reckon a lot
high-scoring affair, this one.
I reckon a lot of neutral players and followers really like that hint and dash of purple, because there was a lot of votes for Northeast, but the powerhouse of Geelong.
A lot of total votes in this one, but Geelong just got over the top by just under 200 votes.
The Melbourne Tigers, I thought, would be really strong in this competition. Everyone loves classic. The Melbourne Tigers, there's nothing more classic than the name, but the jersey just fell over. Sunbury took over.
Yeah, definitely a much more modern look, Sunbury. They pretty much doubled Melbourne's score, which was an interesting result, and Campbell absolutely smashed Melbourne Union in this one.
Maroon, far too strong for the black and white of Melbourne Union. I don't think there's too much to see there. Probably not a hell of a lot of support for the Black Angels. Bulleen knocked over RMIT. Obviously the new kids on the block, the Redbacks, but the pinstripes I didn't think were too bad.
Yes, I would probably vote for RMIT over Bulleen.
I think they've got
maybe the numbers.
They've got the right concept.
It's tough for the uni teams to get
correct.
enough people to support.
I think they're onto a winner in terms of the pinstripes. It's about perfecting that. If we did it again next year, I reckon with the increased support and maybe a kinder first round matchup. Obviously Bulleen are quite large. So I reckon RMIT could be in with a shot. Dandenong knocked over Melton, and this was close.
Yeah, and this might be a case of big association gets smaller association. I'd say more neutral fans were probably on the side of Melton in this one. It appeared, looking at the stats, Dandenong only got over them by just under 150 votes in the end.
I love this next one. Wallen defeated Sherbrooke, and to me, the bright yellow of Sherbrooke isn't the best thing going around to me personally, and this is everyone's opinion game.
Large fan base though.
But a massive fan base. They were tagging left, right and centre, but as were Wallen, just as big, and I think that's why they got over the line.
Yeah, but I think Wallen have probably a nicer colourway, which gives them the edge in this one.
You're a big fan of teal.
Yeah, I do. You're not a fan.
Off camera that the Coburg Giants, the Wallen Panthers, you're a big fan of teal. You were pushing that.
I'd like to see Coburg actually jumping back a little bit.
Yep.
Maybe a slight redesign to go with their new logo.
Yes, okay.
I think if they came out with a slightly different look, same colours, could be really good next year.
Maybe in the works for next year. Battle of the big dogs in this one. Eltham and Waverley. The Wildcats too strong.
You can't go wrong with red and black.
It's just clean. I think Eltham have had a couple of different designs over the last number of years as well. I think they've redesigned their senior
Green
teams.
and yellow, a little harder to blend nicely.
And finally, Bellarine, the newcomers, defeated Warrnambool, and that's that green again that just didn't quite get over the line.
Yeah, looks great in the crowd when everyone's wearing the same colour, but the nice white and blue. Bellarine got new jerseys, of course, entering the league.
So there are all the matchups that took place in round 1. Can't give you a total number, but it was certainly thousands, put it that way.
It was.
Round
it was
2.
over 1,000 in each round.
Round 2. This is the updated bracket on screen now. These are going to be sent out across all of our social media platforms over the coming 7 to 10 days. And I tell you what, we've got 15 new teams coming into the fray because they obviously got the first round bye. They got to see how it all happened. They got to see how those teams that were successful.
A lot of comments saying, where's our jersey, where's our jersey? Well, now your jersey is here.
So make sure, and if you're not happy with the picture or the pictures that we've been using for your jersey and to try and rev up your team and your polling, send us in a jersey or a picture that you love that's super clean, shows the jersey perfectly, and we'll use that for some of our graphics. So I'm looking forward to it because I think it was massive.
Yep.
Brilliant success.
Bigger and bigger.
Round 1, and I think the clubs that are in it and will keep building, it'll just keep getting bigger and bigger until we get to that elusive final. Looking forward to it. Up for discussion. We'll see you in another 2 weeks with the Big V Jersey Bracket Update.